Well, hello again, friends and fans. Raptor here. Welcome back. Wargame Red Dragon. We're playing Climb Mount Narodnaya, Part 2, by the way. Just finished our first turn at Gobo, a major victory. Some pretty hefty losses in terms of BMP2s, but nonetheless we were able to destroy a few units there. Still standing, of course, is the Armored Training Battalion. That did a really good job in hindering us, and also the Helicopter Infantry School Regiment there. That did boy, for basically being untrained units, they sure as hell had a lot of resiliency. Alright, so anyway, it's time for us to continue on. We don't need to end our turn here just yet, but it's time for us to go tanks Obama, but not quite literally at the moment. Naval Infantry Regiment has finally arrived, and of course they were deployed. So what we're going to do now is bring over some of that support that we need for this area. Our naval forces, Minsk. Here we are. Yes, the Minsk Air Group. We want the Naval Strike Squadron, the Yak-38M. So that's going to be called out, and he's going to assist here at Obama. Well, I'd like to thank you all for joining me here in Obama. All right, that was horrible. Okay, but at least we do have Naval Sector Hotel in Osaka ready to go. That pins them in really well here at Totoriri and Tsushima. Charlie, of course, will be a big objective there. 8 points are available in the center of that map, so that's very, very important. Again, I'd like to thank you guys for all the support that you give us, and continue to do so as we continue on with the campaign. Again, only the second move here, so, didn't get off to a perfect start, but some things, I guess, never do. Alright, so we do... Ooh, wow, we have some real nice units here to start with. The BTR-70K at the Osaka landing zone. And we do actually have access to ships as well. Schmel here, able to fire a lot of rockets. We could just blanket Totoriri. Actually, these ships would be fantastic for blocking enemy movements very easily. We'll put our Gaijin up there if we can get him close enough. Oh, we can't. The water's too shallow. We have our Yak-38s available. So what my plan is here then is we're going to put down a lot of defensive troops then. And we could actually load up 2 of these villages to the brim with ATGM troops. And if we can get some sort of recon unit, there we are. PT-76 should do quite well. We'll get our Marines in the forest to delay. Delay. And we'll call out as many aircraft as we can as well. Alright, this should make for a pretty good early start. We are going to have to defend against an attack first, then we'll do some landings from Naval Sector Hotel. Of course, I could easily come up behind them, but we just don't have the points for that yet. Next thing I'll probably buy is the... we don't even have infantry troops that we can land from there. But these troops should be... These are amphibious, so we'll do that coming up next. Alright, here we go. Launch battle. Get these troop transports where they need to go. And it looks like our Nanjin is already attacking stuff. Our ships are within minimal range, so we'll back up a little bit. Main cannons are firing away, that's good. Looks like I accidentally unloaded those. That's okay. They're not far from their objective at all. PT-76s will make their cross on the river. .35 tanks, really vulnerable, obviously, to giant ship fire. Yak-38s can come in and bomb as well. Hopefully they can hit some targets. Hopefully there's no man pads as well, which we should have no opposition, really. Beautiful. That was a kill. That was a beautiful kill. Good to call in 2 of those, too, to make sure it's absolutely clear. We'll go ahead and start hitting where cover is the heaviest. Looks like there's some units on the run as well. Our Schmels are ready to go. And we'll fire away. Is that some new voice acting I hear? Alright, so center is being blanketed with rockets. Hopefully we kill something. Hopefully it's just a command. That'd be nice. Rockets will take some time to rearm. We'll go ahead and set up out in the ocean again. Alright, so what's going to come up next is we're going to sneak up on center. Actually, let's do Totoriri. We can actually take a peek at what they've got by getting extra close. We'll move up our unit here as soon as we see a target. And at center we see Nanashiki. That's 30. What is that? A 35-something point tank. Hit that right away. So we'll make up for our losses in the previous round by absolutely obliterating them here. And these units are on the move, so I want to bring in 2 planes to make sure that they don't get any further. Oh, these are just troop transports. However, the infantry in them is quite deadly. Nice work with the bomber. Another 10-point troop transports. We'll build up for a little while before we really push in there. Yak 38's getting ready for the bombing run. Bombs away. No? Oh, wow. Well, they'll be toast in a minute. We will drop a set of bombs on those troops there. It's good just to do a manual bombing sometimes like that. Now we gotta fight against the infantry. And we got PT-76 ready to take care of them, so that's no problem. Alright, infantry's being handled really good. F1s are evacing. Boy, they definitely didn't want that recon. Kind of a dumb move on their part to spend all that just for the recon. Funny how they were able to recon my recon before my recon reconned them. But, since they want to be so generous with the tanks, we'll go ahead and just keep calling in bombers. Alright, we're going to kind of have to work 2 fronts here now. Hopefully this is cluster-tastic. Yeah, a lot of those transports, as the previous operation showed, that those transports seem to do wonders against anything because they can just blob and block, giving everything else time to respond. Well, with that fantastic, oh, even got, oh, I see. Those are too expensive. We'll just keep calling out the Marines. We don't have, we do have some AA here. Stralis can float. Ooh. Oh, I thought we shot him down there for a second. Alright, we don't have anything in terms of AA other than that, oh no, now they're getting real cocky with the F1s. Those bombs, by the way, should not do as much damage if they're in the water. Boy, that's pretty insta-ack on that, even though it was moving. Yeah, I'm going to actually cancel that and make sure we've got the AA support we need. Well, to punish the Japanese now, we've just got to push in with infantry and bombing runs. F1s are being pretty persistent. We're going to panic the hell out of them before our attack. 35-point unit destroyed there. So they went for our recon and our infantry first, and Totoriri needs to be captured in order to do that. In order to get behind them and get some extra points too, that'd be very nice. Alright, so those amount of troops should be unstoppable so long as nukers don't come in. Alright, let's see. The next thing I'd like to do is call in some more troops. And we'll try to make that naval landing again. Oop, yep, there comes the nukers. Oh, insta-ack on that. And here comes 10,000 transports. Really frustrating when these things refuse to drop their bombers. The bombers refuse to bomb. I understand it's the angle, but sometimes they should just be able to drop it like that. There we go. There we go. That's good retribution. Alright, let's make sure our infantry can push through no problem. We'll get some good supplies up. And we'll move our ship a little closer to water if you can go, as well as the Strela. Yeah, they just seem to have no end to the amount of vehicles they can call out. The floating aircraft carrier has to sink. That's what was stated at the start. Yak 38 refusing to drop bombs again. It's best just to do manual drops. A lot of our troops' lives are just kind of wasted by the computer refusing to drop bombs like that. Strela is destroyed over there as well on the right side. I wonder where it is. Bombers have finally agreed to drop bombs. It's like negotiating a contract sometimes. Alright, we're going to keep bombing away then. We're going to get them right next to them rather than stopping fighting out in the open. Okay, there's their command finally. We possibly got the one at Totoriri. Their nukers are probably coming next. Bomber finally got that command. Cheeky C. By the way, if I can tell what the name of the unit is, it won't let me actually see the unit, which is a little it's a little strange that it can identify the unit, but we're not able to pull up a photograph of the unit at the moment. Okay, so 2 of the commands are down. I bet the next one is right there. Knowing the computer's very strange placement of units. Having a victory like this would be the best. The absolute best. Bring our factory up as well. Another replacement command coming in. Should pass right past the Marines. Oh, looks like I was off with that command call. Gonna have to come back around, I guess. Oh, good. Look at that. Cargo trucks captured. Perfect. That's rare. Oh, and of course, insta-kill by the computer. A little frustrating to capture that and then to lose it immediately. Yanshiki tank should be they be died. I hope they die soon. F1, so that's going to be an instant hit on the 44 right there. The 44 Marines you see there. Look at what kind of spreading out is that? They're just switching positions. Alright, so this is going to be, again, a very difficult start. You know, computer had cheated us earlier by instantly honing in on our accurate, our recon, rather. We got a CV here. That's gone. The computer, what is it doing? It's like... it's pulsating at Dosen't. We'll go up there and check it out. Alright, so we lost a good number of infantry again, but, you know, I'm glad we're not losing vehicles or anything. Infantry is pretty easily replaced. Didn't want to use any of those T-55s. Good thing we didn't. We really didn't have much in terms of air cover either. Not much we could do against those F1s. Infantry was pretty much sitting ducks, our infantry. And again, a different mix of units would have had different results as well, but there's not much you can do sometimes. There goes an enemy command again. Apparently a Factoria was killed by a line of trucks. Insta shot. I don't like how entire groups of infantry are killed instantly like that. It's a little frustrating. They'll continue to call in things throughout the battle here. I'm hoping, well, now that they're about to lose the position, they'll throw in all their tanks rather than losing the final command. I don't know where it is, but we need to find it now. That Factoria group. Shame they died. Terms would have been good, but they would have died as well. We have 90% of the destruction points. We just need a command. Alright, we're going to split all these groups. Just to make them less vulnerable to jet attacks. Ah, there we are. Hello, beautiful. Make absolutely sure that he doesn't get away. Okay, good. Well, we have a pretty good victory here, so long as that's the only command in the area. Dropping both sets of bombs, too, to make absolutely sure that thing doesn't get away. You never know. And that's it. Good. A good victory. Again, this is a very hard campaign, a total victory, mind you, losing 2 Strelas, unfortunately, in a recon vehicle, and some infantry, and that unfortunate Factoria died due to the line of trucks, but not much we can do against something like that. Alright, so anyway, I'm not going to move my ships just yet until Nankoku is done. The next target I'd like to attack is Dosen't. Possibly to get rid of, or to possibly capture the airport. Of course, we'll have to end our turn here, which means the enemy will reinforce itself a lot more, with a lot more units. So we'll see exactly what happens next. We have our naval fighter squad as well that we could actually called in as well, just realizing that now. But really, these Yak 141s, 140 points. I would have called out one of them and it probably would have got shot down. So I think we're doing very good right now for what we have. Again, you know, we're going to take losses in these initial steps, but the steamroll is building up speed, and, well, I should say steam, because once we capture Dosen't, we can go to Totoriri and Wargame and then Nankoku. So it's going to be really, really a nice move. So let's see what happens at the end of the turn here. Again, no other planned attacks. 2 new mechanized regiments are available for deployment. We can send them out from the harbor or from Osaka. Roger that. We do have a naval battle that looks like it will occur here. The ROKN, with the Republic of Korea Navy Eastern Fleet. High cohesion, good morale. It's going to be Munas and and Silver Minis versus Hatsuki, Chamsrai, Donghae. Wow, this is going to be quite the battle. It's going to be an interesting battle there. Also, we have our, down here, we do have the Kuznetsov, which is going to be really good against enemy ships. I'm glad they came to us because we didn't have to waste a turn moving down to them. So it looks like they've completely retreated out of there. We can give our troops some R&R and rest a little bit. We'll move our independent tank regiment now. Central Helicopter Battalion. TOWs are in that, of course. They can easily move those. So one thing we should probably do then is we will now need some better anti-aircraft cover. So we should probably bring the anti-aircraft company with Strelas and Biruses. Those will be very useful. We have motorized battalions and such, but we really need some sort of AA coverage now with all the aircraft. So that's going to be a very good buy for us. And the enemy won't hit us in the flank from Osaka because they're pretty much trapped here. And we'll hit them again. So let's go ahead and start with a naval battle next. I'll see you guys next time, so stay tuned for that. The first of the Soviet naval engagements here on Climb Mount Narodnaya. Keep your passwords and pin pan strong. Cornucopia Pain. I'll see you guys. Bye.